Hello everybody and welcome to the Learn Dota 2 League Season 16, Week 4. Last time, Otto von Bismarck picked CM mid and got rolled up by an auto team that didn't have Big Boiler Croy. Let's see what happens this time. With me here on the drums is GRaff / the Beatus, who was once on a team with Otto von Bismarck that made it all the way to the finals.
Hello?
And just think, everyone's forgotten you were on that team.
Yeah, we definitely should have won.
There you go.
The auto was terrible.
True!
We lost.
Yeah, that's true, that's true. Interesting band selection here. We got Techies and Pugna knocked out. Winter or Timber going down the other side.
This is pre-nerf too.
The
pre-third nerf. Interestingly,
so far, Gotham team is the only team that hasn't been banned Sand King against this lineup twice over. So it has made it through this game. I don't know if they're going to pick it, but it's just something I noticed. Undying coming up here first. Been happening a lot this season. It's just like 14 all over again, baby.
Very good hero, very annoying to lane
10
against.
seconds remaining.
I think we'll keep seeing it for a while.
Yep. I do think it does actually... I do think it has a lower than 50% win rate so far in this season.
That's probably because everyone just picks it, no matter what.
I do think it is sometimes getting people into more trouble than they realize.
Dire team pick.
Snapfire immediately coming out to counter it.
I don't think it's the greatest counter anymore, actually.
No, I think it still is. It's like I always say. Even beyond the Tombstone thing, Undying likes long, drawn-out fights where he gets to steal a lot of strength, the Tombstone gets to eat chop, Snapfire makes fights, and even just random encounters, even just random skirmishes, very short and dramatic. Also, so far in the LD2L, Snapfire versus Undying, I believe, has 100% win rates. That doesn't hurt either. At least this season.
How many games?
Like 3 or 4 at this point, I think.
Okay. I mean, it is good if you hit the Tombstone, but I feel like Snap wants to play more out of the way.
I mean, the thing I've always said, it's like, you know, it's like in situations that aren't big team fights, Snapfire still just tears you down. Like, Undying does not like it. Slark, alright. Undying does not like to live in the world where you can pretty much just stop a fight from being competitive with one cookie and one scatterblast, and that's what Snapfire does best. You know, he likes wars of attrition. Snapfire does not let you have wars of attrition. Snapfire makes your wars 1 second long. If that makes sense.
Yeah, kind of. I think it's a hero that kind of needs to be snowbally as a 4, because you do kind of rely on good moves from your team. Like, you don't necessarily need to snowball yourself, but you need your team to do well.
That is true. One thing I will say is that I do like this combination of Slark and Undying. In, especially in contrast to Medusa here.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, I feel like since auto team, it might be auto
5
playing
seconds
Sark mid.
remaining.
That would be funny. Bristleback knocked out, Pangolier knocked out, Darkseer gone, Sniper gone. Lots of bans out from the last game.
Dire team
The Darkseer, not too surprising. While the pick itself didn't really pan out for them, Cranberry certainly played the Darkseer very well here, so certainly moving forward,
Dire team
it's something to consider banning in games where you do fear that guy. You're also going to ban the anti-mage.
It's one of the 2 heroes that have a positive win rate against Dusa.
Hey, it's 4 now. Well, it was 4. I assume it's more now, but when this game happened, it was 4. The other 2 were like 50 and change, but you know.
5 seconds.
Believe it was
one of
them was
two,
Finland.
then.
Yeah, there we go.
The
Yeah.
best 2 after AM.
Actually, Darkseer was like 55. Anti-Mage was like 51. So Darkseer is actually
really?
above him for a long part of that. Then the other one, I think one of the other ones was Pit Lord with like 50 and change. I forget who the fourth one is. Might have been Axe. That would certainly make sense. I know notably it was neither PL nor Neeks.
No, I mean they're still good against the hero. Just the hero is good.
You need combinations, yeah. You like having Neeks is a good part of an anti-Medusing strategy, but Neeks alone is not going to do the job for you. Gonna put some thought into this pick, like I said before. Excuse me, this is your danger zone pick. An Ogre Magi isn't too bad to soak it up.
That's interesting against the Slark, actually. I don't like that. He has Purge, and he's a melee against a core that has fun against melee heroes, so...
That's true. The upside is, at the very least, Ogre's probably not landing against him.
Remaining.
Yeah, but later in the game you just feed stacks, really.
5 seconds remaining.
More than likely. Which is a shame, but... You can get Force Staff and multicast it on yourself. There you go. It would be funny if you could multicast self-cast items and just Force Staff 4 times over.
I mean... Send an email to Gaben.
Or if it just Force Staffed everyone on your team, so just 4 random teammates just get Force Staffed out of nowhere. Neeks Assassin coming up. They're really drilling.
Medusa.
Yep, really drilling on Medusa, and that's also a very good answer to the Snapfire as well.
Could also be auto this time.
Could
That's the
be.
thing about this game, you don't know what they're gonna pick mid.
Yeah, that's true. You don't know what they're going to pick mid. It's either going to be... And so far, it's either going to just win the game from mid, or just be a massive, flaming disaster. Because
yeah,
Otto's not taking this.
They're gonna be trying harder in playoffs, in my opinion.
I think everybody is, yeah. I think off the playoffs are the real season this time.
This is the only team that's like kind of memeing, in my opinion. Everyone else seems to be doing real drafts every game, but they are actually just memeing and doing well still. They're at least the team I'm most scared of in playoffs.
Yeah, I think Cranberry Sprite team is easily the #2 team in this season. If there is somebody who is going to beat the Reedy team, it is definitely them. No offense to the rest of the lineup, it's kind of hard to see at this point. I mean, maybe. It's not unthinkable. We've had several situations. Season 13, great example, where the team everyone thought was just going to breeze to playoffs, just choked in first round, and that was it.
Which team was that? Is that the
MK Ulti, the Mickle
Mickle
team, yep.
Yeah, okay, I remember. Yeah, they got destroyed 2-0, right?
Yep, they got eaten by the Mickle way overthought the Kai stand-in, and so the lone sniper theory just got to completely eat him. And then you killed their dreams of glory. And I don't remember what happened after that. I hope you won.
Me? No, I haven't won.
Viper
Yeah.
band out.
This season. This is the one.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't, everyone's going to be making fun of you for it forever, so you better do it.
Hey, I'm the fourth lowest MR on the team, so it's not my fault.
It's your fault.
I did nothing wrong.
Yeah, what about that time you dove so far to kill PL that 4 people jumped on you and you died?
We won that game.
Yeah, but you died. So
Yeah,
really,
we won.
who really
I made
won?
space.
Who really won when you went out there and died?
My carry made space.
No, it was Code Line, linedesign.com.
Line wasn't there last week.
Yeah, but Line won in spirit, linedesign.com.
I actually messaged him last season for a commission.
Did you get it?
I decided not to do it because it was a weird commission I was requesting.
Oh, so you were about to commission Line for some DeviantArt shit, got it.
It's basically Pudge with Ronald McDonald in his belly, like as if he's pregnant.
GRaff, you weren't supposed to make it worse. I was putting you in this awkward position where it's like, Oh, you probably weren't really getting something weird, but now everyone thinks
No,
you
it's
are,
actually-
and now everyone thinks you went and you tried to get
Oh,
code
let me
line to
find
draw you vor.
Let me find it on Google for you. It was gonna be so I found a picture. It was my old profile pic, but instead of like
hold
a
on,
big
hold
man,
on.
it was Pudge instead. Is what I requested.
Before you get too far into that, I just want to point out that they picked Enigma into Beastmaster and Neeks.
Yeah, Space Cowboy. He likes the
Dire
hero.
team
I understand the Space Cowboy likes the hero, but you picked Enigma into Beastmaster and Neeks. That is such a hard ask. That is a lot.
And Slark too.
I mean, at least you're more than likely going to get the black hole on Slark. But I mean, yeesh.
5 seconds remaining.
This is such a hard Enigma game. It's a pretty hard Medusa game as well. Spirit Breaker might alleviate a little bit of that pressure, if nothing else. It's going to be mid-Snapfire, by the way.
Auto, yeah, mid Slark.
That's good. We got two weird mid matchups in a row today. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
Willow?
Yeah, the Willow Bristle, and now the no, not the Willow Bristle, the CM versus Bristleback, and the Slark versus Snapfire matchups. Two very unusual ones. Okay, we don't need to see the intro, right?
Alright,
We all know what the intro looks like. Did we like pause here or something? What's going on? There we go.
So the image I just sent you, instead of the dude, it would be Pudge, is what I requested.
You wanted Code Line to draw you that?
Yeah, but instead of Ronald McDonald in the belly, it would have been Pudge.
Did you get far enough that you actually asked him, like, okay, hey, Code Line, listen.
Yeah, I sent him all messages, I asked how much, and I was like, okay, let me think about it.
He was down to draw that?
Yeah.
That's the more surprising thing about this. Nobody's gonna get to know. I mean, I could probably very easily show it on screen. But, like, I'm not getting paid for that. You know what I'm saying, homie? I like that. I like that both teams encounter each other at the top rune spot, and then they're like, I don't want to fight. And then both teams go bot. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's like some Cold War stuff right there.
I'll say the Dire draft looks a lot better because it's pre-Deuce Nerf, and they have, well, like you said though, the Enigma is going to be kind of having a rough game.
And it's gonna be hard for Enigma. It's gonna be hard for Ogre. I don't know if I'm even. I'm not even really that big of a fan of the Spirit Breaker this game, to be honest with you. I don't know. I feel like you can get rid of all the other factors of this team very easily. Just focus on the Snap and Medusa. And if
I think
it's just
it heavily depends on how Snap does mid, actually.
Good. Hey, that's a good start. Just immediately secured the range creep. No, okay. Oh my God, Otto almost low rolled his in response. That would have been tragic. I like how this late into the season, the only team that actually has the little team labels on there is the Gotham team. Every single other team is just using a mishmash of random team names, like team.
Oh, I'm not even on my team actually.
Like Otto's on Team Red Dwarf.
Mine's just my AG2L team, and that one doesn't work for me.
Cranberry's still got the Grim Adventures of Boys and Maddie, which was his Season 14 team. Spaz is using his Defense of the Flat Earther team name, which was from season 13. That was the one with Howler on it, where he rage quit literally the last game of the season and had to be replaced with Randy.
Good memories.
Oh, and there was also like some thirsty banana guy on it. He could beat Miracle at Dota 1 or whatever, but that's kind of hazy to me. I don't know.
Miracle.
Yeah, Merkel. M-I-R-C-L-E. Merkel.
He's so good though.
Yeah, he is so good. Do you think maybe what he actually meant is he could beat Angela Merkel at Dota 1?
I don't think so. I think he's just so good.
Yeah, that is a pretty high ask, honestly. Kind of silly thinking about it, you know. Angela Merkel is one of the top 10 at
Do you
Dota 1.
see this Lessets chart?
Yeah, so far it is just linearly in favor of the Dire here.
Yeah, not looking good for Radiant. It's a bit rough.
It's rough, buddy.
Like Otto should not be doing this bad against the Snapfire.
Well, he is.
Yeah, but he's
He's having
a divine player.
Yeah, that's true. He is a smurfed out divine player, which is the awesome thing about season 13 is kind of an interesting season in the way it turned out. Because, you know, it was very close to the reality wherein we got Manoy versus Otto von Bismarck in finals for the Battle of the Divine players.
Yeah, but Manoy got banned, Otto didn't.
True. Yeah, that's true. And Manoy won in the long run, so Otto is clearly the superior divine player. Manoy got banned, PBM and Joel Burt stopped sandbagging. Otto's the only one left, really.
I don't think we'll see Otto next season.
Why not?
Because he's Ancient 4 or 5 now?
Hey, he's
I don't think
sandbagged
he'll be
from
back.
worse.
I would hope he would get banned. Hear that.
Interesting time for Nix to hit the
Radiant's
carapace there.
bottom tower is under attack.
Blind is pretty sad though.
Yeah, Blind is walking away with half his HP, no mana. Ogre has to force feed him a mango. Speaking of weird DeviantArt things. You gonna ask Blind to draw you that one next?
Which one?
Ogre force feeding Medusa a mango? Ooh, Undying.
Gotta
from
get
a
the
bad
first
way
one.
here. Undying, first blood. Neeks is just about to get it, or not Neeks, Weaver's... He's not going for the double there. That's kind of crazy, honestly. I think he gets that easily.
Yeah, with all these creeps here, he probably could have just dove.
Yeah, very odd. Heck, he's not even getting he's not even hitting the tower while he's got this time. That's not precisely what you want to do. At least getting the revenge kill is good. But...
He's not doing anything. That's
Yeah,
a waste of a minute.
Yeah, you could definitely take more advantage of that particular scenario there. Beastmaster has got his Ring of Health already. That would be a pretty good help to him in this lane. You know, I think in a lane like this, Beastmaster really just wants to stack on regen. You're going to be taking about... You know, you can't go all in on the physical damage because... You know, Medusa's got the snake. Hi, boar. Micro it. He missed the last tick because he refused to micro the boar. Medusa's got the snake.
Has recovered, though.
Yeah, that's true. The only real lane that still has disparity is mid, which is 10 last hits advantage for Kid Dynamite, which isn't surprising.
And Weaver a bit too, though. Having a rough lane bot.
Yeah, at least he has a kill, if nothing else. Okay, he might have a death.
I think
Real soon.
Weaver against Spearbreaker is actually very bad, and not something you should ever pick.
No, actually, this is totally fine. There we go.
Oh. That should not have happened.
No, in
Yeah,
fairness, that
Dying
was
is very
totally
good against-
destined to happen. That was just, you know, like 3 zombies were there on the Enigma, and he was just guaranteed to die, basically. He was doomed. Homeboy was doomed.
Undying versus Spearbreaker is a little rough. I'm not Spearbreaker, Undying. What am I saying?
Yeah.
Undying versus...
Yeah, Undying versus Spearbreaker is very rough for Spearbreaker, as seen last week when you totally fed it.
Under attack. Radiant's turret
Enigma versus Spearbreaker is rough.
That's what I meant to say.
Yeah. No, you didn't, because they're laning together. Spirit Breaker versus Undying is very rough for the Spirit Breaker. You fed it last
Ignore
week.
everything I've said.
There we go.
Dire's middle
Ladies and
tower
gentlemen,
is under
GRaff.
attack.
This man...
Weaver is a bad hero. That's what I meant to say.
Just for the record, this man is the only thing keeping us from nuclear holocaust. Just remember that whenever he says things like this.
Yeah. To be fair, I have whiskey in front of me.
Like I said, you know, this Homer Simpson Sector 7G guy over here. You're not even Mr. Burns.
Oh. I'm not smart enough for that.
No, you're just not in the position for that. I don't think Mr. Burns has ever been portrayed to be particularly intelligent, really. Weaver's got himself the Falcon Blade. Man, it feels like you only see, like, 1 or 2 Falcon Blades come out in an entire LD2L season. Oh, and Medusa, as traditional. Okay, what? Hold on now. How does he die here? Oh my god. That was very scary. We're going to lose GRaff for a minute here, as Discord has just restarted itself for no reason. But yeah, Weaver just randomly took a spell there. Very odd. I think maybe not quite respecting. I mean, the Undying in this lane can do a lot of good for him. But not that much good. He cannot, and he's especially not going to be able to do that much when he's too far away from it.
Oh,
Oh, we're back on. How nice.
well?
Yeah, my Discord just randomly restarted itself there for no reason. It did that in the last match too, but you weren't there in the last cast.
Okay. Well, I'm here now.
It's true. Anyway, yeah, you missed. Both of the members of the Radiant bot lane tried to take sequential 1v2s against the off lane, and they lost.
Yeah, like I was saying earlier, with no mistakes at all, I would not want to be a Weaver against a Spirit Breaker.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, I think the Undying does a lot of work for him. Makes it very hard for the Spirit Breaker to go and to go long to do what he wants to do. But the problem is, it's like right here, where's my Undying? He's at top going for a gank when nobody's home. You know, it's like...
Yeah, Undying also does nothing against Medusa.
Yeah. This is some prime never leave lane as 5 material here. First black hole of the game goes out, and Weaver just immediately says, no thanks, I'm good. And then he says, oh, never mind, I am not good actually, I would rather spend some time under a sentry ward and almost die, holy crap.
He should have passed one more time. That would have been good. One more bash and Weaver's dead.
It's true. Yeah, you should have hit the bash button. Come on,
That's what I
Gotham.
normally do.
Just hit E, it makes you bash. If you hold down plus A, it makes sure you get the 17% chance every time. Unless you're trying to bash Mewtwo, it doesn't work then. This is not the most well-advised tombstone, but Ogre Magi just turned around, walked into... Code line! Code line, are you sure, my man? Okay, he realized maybe this was not the approach and turned right around, okay.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair. He used bad ult and then, well, I was gonna say he left, but he's not leaving yet.
Nope, instead, Spirit
Okay,
Breaker's
we gotta
gonna
go.
show up and just run over the Beastmaster. And Kid Dynamite gets himself a nice free tombstone. On his way to presumably get this T1 top.
Why does this Slark have so many CS?
Because Kid Dynamite's been leaving mid a lot. He's been going to the jungle and whatnot.
Yeah, I mean,
Thought it was-
that's pretty bad. Not a good sign for Dire at this point. I don't think they have anything to stop us, Lurk.
Hey, Spirit Breaker. Spirit Breaker's gonna at least give it the old college try. Otto totally saw it coming, just immediately hits the Dark Pact. The rotation thinks about coming in, but says, no, I'm not even needed here. They're gonna smoke up. 3-man smoke. It's the 3 and under club. Holy Moses, look at this gigantic
That's
stack.
a lot of big creeps.
Radiant's top tower is under
Where's
attack.
my Weaver when you need him? This ain't where you should be right now, homie. You're doing this, and look what's over here. Coffee Cat, please. Is this bad communication or what? Again, like, never leave lane as 5, you know what I mean?
I don't think that's the case there.
Yeah, in fairness,
leave
never
lane is one.
never stay in lane as 1 when you've got no reason to be there.
Yeah, leave lane is 1 is more the motto there. I don't know. I don't think they really are relying on their Weaver this game. He's just kind of a hero.
Yeah, no, they're
not
gonna be
the
on
hero.
they're gonna be on the
Radiant's
Slark,
bottom tower
and the Weaver is here
under
to
attack.
go in the back line and cause issues and throw bugs at people with his Q. I mean, he also is throwing bugs at people with his auto attack and his passive, but I specifically mean with his Q.
Yeah,
No,
I mean,
Cranberry's
Otto's on a
perfect.
hero like Slark that he can actually carry on.
Radiant's
Now I don't
bottom
see him.
tower is under attack.
So, I think your stream broke again, but I think we can actually win this game.
Oh yeah.
Being on a hero he can carry with.
No, despite everything, okay. Let's just see this little go here.
Radiant's bottom tower is
Despite
under
everything, it certainly
Oh no, line.
not look great.
Oh no.
LineDesigns.com. Oh, is it line detail? Oh crap! I've been making that joke 3 games now.
LineDetail.com. He will
There you
make
go.
you
Dire's
pudges.
top tower is under attack.
There we go. But oh no! Not the stupid boar. I mean, it doesn't even look like a boar with this set. Can't even tell what it would be hypothetically supposed to be. Trastero gets 1 angry hit on the tombstone and then it dies of natural
Can you do
causes.
a net worth?
Sure, why not? Beastmaster's in first place, which means that this is not a good situation for him to be in. Never mind, this is a okay situation for him to be in. He just screams at the Snapfire, walks away. They actually TP'd in. Okay, no wait, that was just Medusa coming back to this lane. Okay.
Dire's bottom tower
Never mind, this is
under
totally
attack.
fine. Coffee Cat thinks about going up at top, and then says never mind, hell with that. Another giant stack over
Enigma
here.
4 is almost as farmed as Weaver 1.
Nice.
Dire's middle
Yeah, he's at
tower
least
is
making his
under
own
attack.
stacks in the jungle, but it's like, Coffee Cat, my man, you don't need to make your own stacks. Like, I know Weaver himself is probably going to have a lot of trouble taking this, but I promise you there is no law against having one of your buddies help you out.
Is under attack.
I don't know, I think maybe Coffee Cat is putting himself in a little bit too submissive of a position here. Like, I understand that the entire point of this is that they want to be carried by Otto. That Coffee Cat's kind of a secondary force here, but I think he's putting himself too low. I think he's too far behind in this game from even where he needs
He
to be
did show
there.
up for this fight though.
Yeah, it did exactly what you want to do. I do think people generally tend to underestimate how much carnage Weaver can cause, even when he's fairly low farm. This is a good black hole. It's not going to save the
That's
Snapfire.
huge.
It's a very good black hole.
Almost 3 kills.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Almost 3 kills, also known as 2 kills.
Almost 3.
2,632 gold. Holy Moses. A lot of money falls into Dire's pockets for that one. And they take this or Radiant's hands rather. And they take the T1 top. Dire still carries a very small gold lead, largely thanks to the advantage that Enigma has and the disadvantage that
Dire's
Weaver
middle
has.
tower is under attack.
But sub 1k already.
I just don't like how farmed Slark is. That makes it very hard for Dire
Yeah.
because they don't have an instant catch.
And he's getting himself a Diffie too, which is going to be a major threat to Medusa for a very long time. Speaking of a very major threat to Medusa for a very long time,
Yeah, at this point they don't even need it with how Deuce is farming.
Dire's
is
top
4.
tower is under attack.
Oh, hello, Spirit Breaker. Says Cranberry Sprite as Spirit Breaker just casually misses him. Gotham's playing this smart. He knows that
Maybe getting a kill, but
knows that the Beastmaster isn't even going to be able to think about him. So he just tries to play as far away from the Beastmaster as possible. Just keep bullying the. Oh, okay. They're going to take out the Space Cowboy there casually through the Undying showing up.
Dire's middle tower
Doing no damage at all. Maybe Ogre will help. Okay, maybe the Snapfire will help, actually. They're gonna lose Gotham for it, which makes that not worth it.
yeah, I don't think that was worth it at all. They got the first kill, they should have just left after that.
Dire's structures are fortified.
This has shown up.
Dire's bottom tower
There's in a very ill-advised position here, is getting bad ping. The old... Oh, it does actually hit Slark there.
Yeah, he missed time to skew a little bit, but it doesn't matter, he's gonna die.
Holy crap.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
She takes out her entire mana pool, then takes out her entire life in mere moments.
Looks like he's going a Harpoon also next on Slark, which is gonna make it really hard for Deuce to run away.
Dire's bottom
By the way, Coffee Cat is climbing back up the net worth charts at this point, which is good.
Yeah, I mean, just existing in fights when you're behind, you instantly climb with network charts. It's the new meta.
Gotham? Oh my god, like the last possible moment of Slark. Let him provide that there. Now Spirit Breaker's just gonna die. Rip. Oh, the Dagon!
Nice.
Very nice
That's a
there.
pause 4 also, right? Yeah.
Yep. Same guy playing it too. Pause 3 is the Beastmaster who is, oh my god, already got his Ags. That is quite a lot. This could be a really good black hole if Enigma... No, the Neeks assassin there,
He's
yep.
gonna die if he does it, though.
Could have been a very good black hole. He dies anyway, but I think you at least have the potential to set something up, and Neeks realized it, and right at the perfect time put on the Carapace, so that was just heartbreaking if you're the Space Cowboy. Like, even your last possible potential act, your moment of glory. Okay, I don't know necessarily that the Spirit Breaker deserved the roar, but why not?
This is just slowly getting out of hand. They're one by one feeding, and there's not really much they can do about it.
Yeah. This is not looking like the most competitive game so far.
Which, after laning stage, you thought it'd be perfectly even, but...
Oh, here comes the
Slark-
harpoon.
Oh, that was a weird interaction.
Yeah, that kind of was.
I think he's gonna die anyway on Enigma. There's no way he jukes, right?
Otto's looking the wrong way.
Oh, he was almost
Blink.
juking. Okay, he blinked. He's channeling, not DPing.
Yep.
Oh, he's gone. Let's go.
Unfortunately, he gets a little indecisive about which way he's going out of the twin gate. Dies
I was
anyway.
excited. I was so excited that he was getting out.
And what can I say? His body was a cage.
The Dire definitely needs to be split pushing or something here, not fighting, and they're not doing anything like that at all. Imagine the snap push mid or something right now, but instead he's keeping the fight.
Dire's top tower is
Yeah,
under
there's
attack.
nothing to even think about doing down here.
Yeah, snap TP'd here, and what? He's just walking away? Instead he's gonna
Dire's
take a mid
top
tower.
is under attack.
Maybe. At the very least, they are securing the first Tormentor. This is a really cool black hole. Look at all this crap! But it is not... It's just not able to actually kill the one person they really need. Oh, good body blocks here.
But I think he's just dead though when he plays something like that.
Is under attack.
Oh, maybe not.
Just
Okay.
cannot get this guy. Where is my Spirit Breaker? He's so slow.
He's charging.
There we
He's
go.
coming. Okay.
Dire's
That's
top
a really good
tower
fight
is under
actually, so
Yeah.
maybe there's a
You
chance.
see, the Snapfire TP wasn't for nothing after all.
Yeah, the problem is they need a good black hole and a Snapfire roll
Radiant's
together
bottom tower is
in
under
order to win
attack.
fights. And the Radiant does not need anything like that.
Yeah, a lot has to come together. You know, including, for example, one of the reasons that they were able to get away with that in that specific case is because Neek's Assassin wasn't around. And Neek's Assassin is present there, a lot changes.
Yeah, true. One carapace, snaps, screwed.
You remember the last game where getting the Crimson Guard didn't really help the Cranberry Sprite at all?
Yeah.
This game
Now
is
that you
actually
mentioned
quite
the-
nice.
Now you mentioned the Nyx, I'm really surprised they did not ban it because it counters Medusa and it counters Snap.
And they immediately picked it in the last game as well. They first phased it.
Yeah, I think this game it was a 15 pick.
Holiday, yeah, it was. It was later than it was in the last game. Holiday is not known. Holiday is known for being a good Pause 4 player, don't get me wrong. But like a lot of them in this league, he is known for being a good Pause 4 player with a very shallow pool. Not the shallowest of the small pool Pause 4 guys, but you know, if you've seen Holiday have some success on a hero, there's a very good chance that he's gonna just try it again. He's not gonna shake up what's been working.
Yeah, I also think he's one of the players that his hero pool is bigger than he lets on.
Well, the
He can play a lot of
statistics.
heroes that he does not spam in this league.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, he is going to be able to get on like an edge comfort thing, but I do think it is generally the case where it's like if Holiday 1999 is going to do something and he's going to find some success with it, he's going to do it. He's going to keep doing it until somebody figures out what to do about it.
Wow, they
And-
struggled with that.
Yeah. Well, at least they didn't have to turn away from it like the Dire did when they were doing the Tormentor there.
Yeah, they
They
got
were
it.
close to BKB at the very least. Though this might set him back a little bit.
I don't think these bastard dies here.
No, he's fine. Sark showed up.
Yeah.
Kid Dynamite with the controversial 1-inch artillery strike. You know, artillery is not often used at point blank in real life, and I promise there's a good reason for that.
What is Gotham's build on Spearbreaker?
Let's find out. Medusa. It almost worked out. He's got Shadow Blade, and he's going for a Heaven's Halberd. He bought the recipe before he bought the Talisman of Evasion.
I don't really like that. He's kind of in between builds here. He needs to commit to
Yeah.
something.
It's like a Bad-a-Baden build.
I don't think the Silver Edge would have been good here, and Shadow Blade's not good at all. So he should have just skipped that and gone. Like, a Halberd's fine, or if you want to go the, like, Octarine build. those
Yeah,
are
you can
better
get
too.
Vanguard and not disassemble it.
Yeah. Just the Shadow Blade and the Silver Edge would not have worked this game at all. There's
No.
nothing to break, really.
Just do what GRaff did and get the bongo boots here.
Yeah, they don't have too many slows other than the Undying. Well, I guess Beastmaster, yeah. I probably would have gone Bongo Boost this game, I would say. I'm also just
Leave
a huge
the,
fan of that item.
And you have the 45% on the Undying ult, which is kind of crappy to deal with as well.
Yeah, I think Bongo Boost is valid. Not the only item, but
Plus, it also, I mean, you could also definitely get it on the Enigma as well, but he's got a lot on his plate here.
Dire's middle
Also
tower
helps out the
definitely would be better
Medusa.
than this. Better than the Shadow Blade, by far.
God.
You cannot be farming there. That's just
Ye-
bad positioning, bad understanding of Dota.
Yeesh.
Not, I don't mean to
Flame.
blame him, but that's, you cannot be there. Sorry if that was toxic, but
We got a toxic player.
like you.
Hashtag
there's obviously
Team Howler.
Obviously, vision from the enemy team there, and your team is struggling. You cannot be down farming in your own jungle when they're obviously there.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to say exactly a place where Medusa could be farm and be saved this game. they want her, they can get her. That's pretty much just the long and short of it at this point. With a 17k gold advantage, at 25 minutes, a Slark, a Weaver, a Neeks. If they want the Medusa, they can get her, and it's just as simple as that.
Yeah, I mean, but if you look bottom lane, they have vision there. Like, they can see that the enemy does not have vision. So you could at least farm her in triangle safely. I'm just talking about this specific scenario. You know the enemy is pushing your high ground.
This is a good combination of ults here. It's just too little, too late. They dropped all of that crap on this team. Gotham calls the G's. They dropped all that crap on this team. They could not get the Cranberry Sprite, even.
He didn't use Black Hole, did he?
No, he died. He was just getting harassed at the back of the fight by the Neeks and the Slark. Not the Slark, Neeks and the Weaver. He could not even get it out. He just died very quickly. I mean, that was just a straight up route. There's a lot of these Game 2s this week that are just, you know, Game 1 is a modestly competitive game. Game 2 is just a straight up route where everybody just gets buried. This was one of... Where's my summary screen? Hello?
It feels like once the Slark got any farm at all, the game was just over, because they had nothing to deal with it. And the Medusa was just poor.
Yeah, the Medusa was just so far out.
The Enigma was not a game to be an Enigma. Even with Black Hole BKB, there's so many other things to counter you.
Yeah, even if you have the BKB, if you don't get Beastmaster, he can still yell at you. Even if you don't get BKB, if the Undying is not in the Black Hole personally, he can maintain whoever's in it.
Even if Cranberry is also very good at Beastmaster.
Yeah,
as you see as a stat line. He carried that game, honestly.
Yeah, he did a very good job here. Like, this is a very good series for Cranberry Sprite personally in general. Last game, I thought his pick was bad, but his play on it was really good. In this game, his pick was good and his play was really good, so he just kind of dominated.
Yeah, I think this team should really play around Cranberry, because Coffee, as you see both games, he's just kind of there.
Yeah, I think
Otto, if he's on a good hero, he'll destroy. But Cranberry is the consistent thing in the team.
Yeah, I think if there's one thing I could definitely say, it does feel like they are, they're kind of pulling the right, like, it's definitely part of the team strategy, that, like, the de facto pause 1 is Auto, the de facto pause 2 is Cranberry Sprite, and the de facto pause 3 is going to be Coffee Cat. You know, Coffee Cat's going to be playing pause 1, but they're not going to be building around Coffee Cat. They're not even really going to be prioritizing farm on the guy for the most part.
Not at all.
But the thing is, it's like, and I understand that. Like, that is a valid approach to take. You tried to do that in Season 14, and it worked really well for you. But the problem is here, it's like, you did have the little noticeable chink in the armor, as it were, where it's like, Coffee Cat wasn't just playing, like, support. He was playing, like, or not playing, like, a pause, he was playing, like, a support in this kind of game. Like, he was playing so far in service, like, the fact that he was taking the most dangerous farm on the team and just dying over and over while Beastmaster was picking up the stacks, it's just like, I don't know. Even if you're not building around the guy.
I think a lot of that, though, this game especially comes when you're a Weaver against a Sphere Breaker.
Yeah, I mean, that is a part of it. If they did not have
Sphere Breaker, it'd be a lot easier for him, and it would have worked a lot better.
That is definitely a part of it, but it is definitely just something to note moving forward. Like, you know, giving him more of a place to be than this would definitely be very good in a more sort of parity matchup. But I mean, this was so decided by the draft to such a ridiculous degree. Like, you put Space Cowboy on the Enigma, and he's an awesome Enigma player, except in a game where there's just nothing to do with him. You just cannot black hole. If you're Enigma in a game where you can't black hole, you can't exist. If you're Medusa in a game where you can't exist, you sure can't exist. I know that's redundant, but that's just what we were looking at here. Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, we saw one really good ult where they had Snapfire ult into it too, and that almost changed the game, but it just wasn't enough.
I don't think it necessarily almost changed the game. I think it was good. I think it was a good play.
It gave them hope, at least.
It's a show of life. It's like, you know, it's not rolling over and taking it. They showed they weren't rolling over and taking it at the very least. But that's basically as much as they got there, because, everything had to come together perfectly to make that happen. That was not happening again. They were
Yeah.
not letting that happen again.
Yeah, like I said, it takes coordination for them to actually have a good fight, whereas the Radiant team did not need that at all.
I mean, I don't think that's necessarily in and of itself the biggest, baddest part of it. It's not that you need coordination. You need more than coordination. Like, it's not just that you have to have the Enigma and the Snapfire and the Spirit Breaker Medusa all kind of playing on the same level here. Playing with each other, playing about it right. That is the case. I think you can definitely have that situation and do well with it, even in LD2L. I know that's a scary thought for people. But the problem is that they needed factors that were kind of out of their control to be right as well. Like, Neeks had to not be present when they were doing this, or it's all over. Everything just falls apart.
One Carapace.
Beastmaster has to either not be present or be in the black hole, or else it's over. That all falls apart. Undying has to either be not there or in the black hole, or it all falls apart. There can be a lot that goes wrong here. So, and not all those things are in their control. So it's about, I've said before, it's about orchestrating a fight, right? Making sure a fight goes how your team wants to do it, like how your team wants to fight. And this Gotham lineup could not effectively make the Cranberry Sprite team fight in a way where at any point they were going to be able to get their advantage. They were not going to be able to just casually pick off Neeks. They had no tools to do that. They did not have the tools to get Neeks to go prowl around somewhere else. It's not like Neeks, even if you want to be like, oh yeah, just send the Spirit Breaker down the lane, they're not going to send Neeks to get that. They're going to keep Neeks around the big boys. They know the importance of the Carapace.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, the Shadowblade on the Gotham Spirit Breaker was just not worth it, because what are you gonna do? You're gonna charge someone and then run away after? You're not gonna kill him solo.
I mean, it's the slightest side, but yeah, they couldn't get the Radiant into a position where they could consistently get the black hole without anything ruining it, basically, and they just did not have the tools with the draft to make it happen. It was out of reach for them. And so, the Radiant just came around, they just, they had some good individual play on Autobahn Bismarck, on the Cranberry Sprite, even on the Coffee Cat coming back, Holiday. Everybody kind of had their moment to shine here in this game. It's a very good outing. Good job.
I will say, though, I would like to see the Fought Karmers on Coffee give him something like a Viper or a Razor.
Give him the Sven. I mean,
something that has a good lane and has impact no matter how bad you do.
Listen, we saw him play Sven like every other game back in the in season 14. He can do fine on the Sven. It's going to be a hero where it's going to be hard to explicitly fail. It's a hero where it's easy to come back, and it's a hero where even if the team isn't being built around you, you still have things that you can give to other people. You still have a big fat AoE stun. You still have a big You still have a big AoE sprint with armor. You know how it goes. Let this man cook. If you or somebody you know wants to learn Dota 2 at a casual or more competitive level, go to ld2l.gg to sign up today. It's too late to get into this season, but every single goddamn game has a million stand-ins. Every series this week had a stand-in. At least one. And, yeah, I mean, it's too late to get in, never too late to stand in, never too late to record with me, and we'll see what happens next time.